Dinosaurs, the No Dunk Summer podcast series where we're watching and reviewing every movie from the Jurassic Park franchise. And today, gentlemen, we've reached the end. Yes, mercifully, we're at the 7th and final film, Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, he's just a guy who visits zoos. It's Tass Mellis.
Yep, for sure.
Next to him, you should hear how loud this guy chomps his mints. It's Trey Kirby.
Keeping it fresh.
Heyo. Heyo. And last but not least, he refuses to die in the jungle. It's super producer JD.
That is actually true.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm dying.
He would survive.
I'll swim out to the middle of the ocean and die there. Thank you very much.
All right, we have made it to the end. All 7 movies, at least so far, of the Jurassic Park franchise. We have Jurassic World Rebirth. If you've been enjoying this, hit the like button. Subscribe to No Dunks. Don't worry, basketball content is happening. It's coming. We're in the mix now here as we get closer to the start of October and the start of the season. But if you've been enjoying this, let us know, and maybe we'll do a whole other series next summer. I don't know what, but we're done with dinosaurs after this one. Okay.
I don't know. You're probably going to tell me this somehow made $1 billion worldwide and we're getting some more dinos.
Well, for sure, we're going to eventually get more dinos. But anyway, Jurassic World Rebirth came out recently, July 2nd, 2025. Did anybody see it in the movie theaters? Show of hands, show of hands. Oh, we got 2 guys.
Nice.
Yep. Trey and JD, hands up. So you went and experienced this on the big screen.
I think JD had an earlier viewing than me because I didn't go and see it in a theater until we started recording our Jurassic Pals series. So at that point, we're like a month past when it was released. I was surprised to actually still see it in theaters,
Right.
but me and one other sad soul were there watching a 12 o'clock showing of Jurassic World Rebirth. I can only hope that he was also taking notes for a podcast.
You're saying, I guess Tass, at least having a bigger family than I do, had more people possibly watching this movie in his living room than you did in the movie
Guaranteed.
theater.
Yeah.
No, my kids ain't watching dinos eat people.
Okay.
But don't be so hard on yourself. One other sad human. You guys are living it up, man. You got a 12
was kinda
o'clock.
nice.
Yeah, for
It was
sure.
kinda nice.
Yeah, when I did that with my kids for Bad Guys 2, it was a very quiet movie theater. I liked it.
That's nice.
Just us and
nice to
another
have the
people.
place to
Yeah,
yourself.
a couple hours to yourself, nice air condition. You're having some popcorn, I assume, some drinks.
You think I should have sat right next to him?
A little weird. Hey man, what's your favorite dinosaur? What's your favorite one from the franchise? Hey, listen to Jurassic Pals. JD, your experience quickly?
Yeah, I saw it the day it came out because it was the first movie that we did for Thumb War,
Oh, wow.
the movie podcast I do with my wife.
Check it out, everybody.
Everybody, it was packed. It was,
wow.
Yep. and
Anybody dressed up as a dinosaur?
No dinosaur, no costumes, not even a bandana jauntily put around the neck. None of that. Yeah. It was just but it was an afternoon showing.
Let me ask you this. Was there a Jurassic Park, I guess Jurassic World popcorn bucket?
Oh, yes. I did not partake, although I should have, because apparently if you keep those, and I have an A-list membership, you can just take that back and refill it like unlimited times. Unlimited
It's
times.
not bad if you get a cool one. I
Yeah.
mean, some of them.
But what was
sweet.
it shaped as?
Oh, a bucket with some Jurassic Park.
Oh, it wasn't a unique one. It wasn't a big dino head.
I'm trying to
or
think.
something.
It wasn't like the Dune worm,
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought.
fleshlight
Okay.
type thing, as far as I know. There might have been some
Flashlight type thing.
Well, that's what the Dune one was.
Okay, well, maybe they saved a few bucks on doing that. But the budget
Yeah.
for this movie, $225 million, I guess, all in. Box office, Trey, as of recording this, and these are recorded in advance of when they drop, it's made approximately $850 million at the box office.
All right.
So will it eclipse Billy? Probably. I don't know. Maybe.
It's
Still
got to be
theaters.
getting to the end of its theatrical run.
I would think
at
so.
the very least.
Yeah.
Before getting new life on streaming, I'm sure.
So getting close to $1 billion. The Skinny on Rebirth, a new era is born as a covert extraction team makes a dangerous discovery on a hidden island of deadly dinosaurs. Runtime, 2 hours and 13 minutes. This one stars, we got a whole new cast. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, who I once rode in an elevator with here in Toronto when we stayed at the Lowe's Hotel when we first moved to Atlanta.
Wow.
striking gentleman. Very nice too.
Early in his career.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was 2013.
Did you literally get in on the ground floor with him and then go up in the elevator?
I think so.
Much like his career has gone.
He kept going. I got off. And Jonathan Bailey also stars in Rebirth, directed by British filmmaker Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla, did Rogue One, did The Creator. I don't know if anybody saw that movie.
I saw that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Some successes is my point.
Yeah,
And then he tried his hands at the at the dinosaurs.
Take a spin on the dinos. Hey, Rogue One was good.
Yeah, Rogue One was fantastic. Let's talk about this movie. We start in the past. 17 years ago, on a forbidden island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean named Ile Saint-Hubert, InGen is operating a dinosaur research laboratory. The site is used for genetic experiments, including transgenic and mutated dinosaurs.
Freaks.
Unfortunately, thanks to a Snickers candy wrapper, one of the creations, a deformed, six-limbed tyrannosaur dubbed D-Rex, escapes containment and it kills an employee. It wreaks havoc, as they always do, forcing the personnel to abandon the island. This is the start of this movie 17 years prior to actual movie here of Rebirth, where things went wrong. Again, because that wrapper got sucked up in the door or something.
You gotta clean up. Yeah, bugged out the door. Unfortunately, the guy isn't quick enough to escape from the smoky red room that they keep the D-Rex in. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Isn't like the thing?
I know.
For Snickers, and that's literally true of the D-Rex. Got a sniff of that nougat and went insane.
It was.
Is it a Snickers?
It looked cool. It looked like Alien, I guess.
Yeah, it looked cool.
They didn't look like a dinosaur, but yeah, it looked cool.
Well, right. It's not. Dare I say, it's almost not a dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's a mutant. It's a monster. It's sort of an alien. What'd you think, JD, of the start of this movie?
Yeah, the Snickers thing was hilarious, I thought.
Can someone just take a second? Explain how that shut down everything.
Well, I mean, I can try.
Okay, go ahead.
Snickers wrapper gets sucked into the door. Door gets jammed. Whole system needs to reboot. All the doors open. Drex is let out. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's
I don't know if the door jammed. Nobody knows.
It doesn't close.
It doesn't close.
It doesn't close.
And then it just goes.
But it's not, the door not closing really isn't the issue. Like you said, it malfunctions the whole operating system, which
it shorts out after the thing blows into the hole.
That's right. We zoom into the computer screens and it's like, does not compute. And Nedry going, I wanted him to pop up so badly. And then
like
it just
404 message, error message.
And in order to start this again, you're going to have to sit down and write out all the code to get it back up. But there's no, it's so weird too. Like it's so brightly lit and then emergency, turn off all the lights and then just put red lights on. You know what I mean? Like it's just so stupid.
It should be the opposite. Yeah,
exactly.
Let's keep it moody in here while we're working, and then when it's an emergency, all lights on.
How much did Snickers get paid for just a wrapper being seen 3-4 times over and over and over again as it fell down from the guy's mouth to the floor and gets sucked into the vent of the door?
It's a great question.
Yeah,
especially when it looked like American Beauty with that Snickers wrapper floating around like it was the paper bag.
That's right.
They showed it over and over and over again.
Yeah, Gareth Edwards said it was the most beautiful thing he's ever shot. Wrapper flying through the air.
It really said that?
Oh,
no, that's what the American Beauty guy says about the plastic bag.
I would have believed it.
It is amazing, though, on one of our recent Jurassic Pals, I can't tell you which one, but it must have been back to the William H. Macy days where we were talking about the vending machine.
Yeah.
And, Billy smashing through it, getting some food, and then William H. Macy's character, Paul Kirby. We made fun of him. Like, come on, what are you doing? He wouldn't even try to go through it or at least take some food. But we were talking about Snickers being the go-to thing we would probably take from the vending machine. So it all ties together.
Guess not. It's very dangerous,
Well, it's dangerous
to have it near the dinosaurs. I I guess they're just working them to the bone. Don't have time for a lunch break
Yeah.
down at the lab.
Come
All
on.
they can do is snack on a Snickers.
Yeah.
Throw it in the garbage. Where were you at, Claire Deering? She saved Lowry's
That's
cup
right.
with the with the thing, right? Put the wastebasket under his cup. He knocks it over. Where were you, Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah, Claire would have like dove and caught it.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I guess this is what 2008. She's probably still in
Oh yeah.
dinosaur de-extincting school or whatever her major was.
Gee, yeah.
Business administration.
Yeah, where does this even put us in the timeline of the
Great
Jurassic Park
question.
franchise? We're gonna do our head.
Who
Don't worry
knows?
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't worry about
Well,
it.
it was great to say Ile Saint Hubert right off the bat.
Hubert.
It
Yeah.
feels so cultured seeing it in two different languages, Ile and Isla, earlier on in this series. So that felt cool. Did you go with Mahershala Ali to a Saint Hubert when you were in Canada?
No, I was here, I said.
We said Toronto.
You said Toronto.
Oh, my bad.
You said
meant
here in
Atlanta.
Toronto.
I meant Atlanta.
Well, Saint Hubert never went there.
No.
This big Canadian
I've been
chain.
there.
Did you?
It's more of a Quebec thing.
Yeah, it's a big
That's-
Quebec.
I'm a Swiss chalet man all the way. Like,
Yeah.
Same here.
yeah. You
Good.
got to.
But
You
people
respect.
love Saint Hubert.
Oh, I know.
They do?
Chicken. It's very good.
I haven't even heard of this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. It's
Very
big.
popular French.
This is like finding
Fast
out
food,
there's
chicken
a
fast food.
second island that they're doing research at. There's a second Canadian chicken chain?
We call it Saint B in Canada.
You shouldn't have eaten the Snickers. You should have just gone to the Saint Hubert on the island. You would have loved
Oh,
it.
man.
You would have ate well.
All right, so that's the opening of this movie, and then we obviously go to present day in terms of the movie. I don't know what year it is. Some say it's 2025. Other sites tell me it's in the future somehow, 2027. Who really cares? But most of Earth's climate has become inhospitable to sustain the de-extinct dinosaurs, except for Bronto Billy.
Bronto Billy!
Yeah, Bronto Billy, he's causing traffic jams in Manhattan.
It's ironic.
He got out, I guess, of his pen, is that what they said? And just wandering around, still somehow alive. Everybody seems like, damn it, he's out again, you know?
Yeah, great excuse to give to your boss. Showing up late for work. Brontosaurus passed out on the road I was driving on. Whatever. No, seriously, check the news.
Yeah. And this is where we meet Martin Krebs. I don't know why I added such an accent to it, but Martin Krebs, he's an executive at a pharmaceutical company called Parker Genix, and he recruits Zora Bennett, an ex-military covert operative. This is Zora is played by Scarlett Johansson to collaborate with paleontologist Dr. Henry Loomis on a top secret mission, and their goal is going to retrieve biomaterial samples from the 3 largest remaining prehistoric specimens, which are going to hold the key to a new heart disease treatment. So Zora shows up in his car, in Martin's car, and this is where the Bronto Billy part sort of comes in. And then we make our way to the museum, and this is where we meet the paleontologist, Dr. Henry Loomis here. And we sort of get what's going on here, Trey, the mission of this said movie.
Yeah, and look, I wasn't able to watch this one quite the same way that I've watched the previous 6 movies. Like, I would watch it once, take my notes, and then watch through my favorite scenes to see what's going on and see what my notes actually mean. So written in these notes, I have the line, "Everyone says you're a scumbag." I don't know who said that, but I know they were saying it about about Martin Krebs, because this guy seems sketchy.
Right.
From the get-go here. I also wrote down the way Krebs pitches to Zora how much money they're going to pay her, and he says 10 with 6 zeros, not including the 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. She clarified that part. Yeah.
Not including the 10. So it's 10 million rather than 1 million. And I was like instantly flashing back to Dr. Ian Malcolm describing which button to push. Third from the top or fourth from the bottom. Like, we got to find the most complicated way possible to say any sort of easy information. And
Poor Dr. Grant with his abacus trying to figure out how much she's getting paid. I
In
guess.
defense of the Krebs, he just said 10 with 6 zeros. And she said Does that include the one in the tent?
Yes.
That's a fair question. That's
Yeah.
a fair question.
That's a fair question.
I agree. Look, you got to clarify at that point. It's a big time difference in money, but simply say $10 million. We will pay you $10 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like 6 zeros. I still have to do it in my
same
head.
here.
I don't know. Like,
I'm like, is that only 1,000? Yeah.
so is that 6 figures or is it 7 figures? Because I guess including the 1 or the 10. It's very confusing, Kraft.
I like it.
That's
I think
the
maybe
point.
they should have continued going with this. And she's like, where's the decimal point? 0.00 at the end or no?
Oh, right. Yeah, how many zeros are we technically talking here? And what about, JD, your thoughts on Dr. Henry Loomis and the museum and obviously roping him into the said mission?
I mean, sure. Look, Loomis he's the nerd character, the sexiest nerd of all time. I mentioned this on the Thumb War podcast, but it's just like, why are these nerds so goddamn good looking? You know what I mean?
Oh, so good looking. Also, this guy's the most adventurous guy of all time.
Yeah. He takes
He's
10
down
seconds
for
to
anything.
decide.
Yeah.
Like the whole, let me think about this for a second. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch, munch, munch. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go for it.
There's a lot of eating in this movie.
Did you think there was some sexual chemistry between Zora and Dr. Loomis?
No, but I do think they were trying to conjure some up.
Yeah.
But nah, it wasn't flying for me. I don't understand why the Earth has lost interest in dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Like, there's one right outside. 5 years ago, there was a lineup around the block here, he says, and we only sold 12 tickets last year. We have no dinosaurs now, and it's hard to get into museums. Like, have you been to Fernbank on a Tuesday afternoon? Why would suddenly people lose interest in dinosaurs? It's crazy to me.
I mean, they're always comparing it to like going to an amusement park, where like once you've done the rides and experienced it, like you're like, all right, well, what's the point now?
What
So
are
you got to
talking
come
about?
back for a new ride or
Sorry,
a new
when I
dinosaur.
was a kid, I went to amusement parks 3 times a summer, every summer till I was probably 35.
But they were adding rides and
Okay, but I still would have went. I would have went.
I know.
You ride the flyer every year at the exhibition, right?
Sure,
like
sure.
the CNE.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
Sure.
And it's fun every time. You never lose interest.
Yeah, but you weren't getting eaten by a dinosaur.
This is the only
right.
amusement park where the rides eat you.
True. Fair enough.
But I'm with you, JD. People go to zoos all the time.
Right. Exactly.
Families repeat at the zoo monthly.
Yeah.
They do add new dinosaurs. They don't add new dinosaurs at zoos. That's Jurassic Park 8. But they do new exhibits.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the Atlanta Zoo. We got a cool new elephant enclosure.
Okay, cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's different about the elephant? It's a different elephant. That's it.
Well, this one had 2 trunks, actually.
Oh.
They were calling it the Delephant, the D-elephant. Version
don't they-
23.1.
See, I'd be going. You have to admit, I would be going if this was real.
Look, I believe that adults maybe lose interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not kids.
Yeah,
And
then you have
unfortunately, they're
kids.
dragging their kids. Yeah, their
Exactly.
kids are dragging them there.
Yeah, but Trey and Tass, you've been to the zoo probably more recently than me. It's awesome. It's great. And you're annoyed. Why aren't the giraffes aren't here? So with apologies to Lee Ellis. You know, if the giraffes aren't there, which sometimes they're not, they rent them out.
They rent out the giraffes?
Yeah.
To what? Where and what?
I don't know. Parties and stuff.
Those giraffes
Is Lee
just
Ellis renting them every weekend?
No, you know,
they jump on
Mahershala
it.
Ali has a party, and he's like, you know what? I want giraffes at my party.
Wow.
So
I did not know you could do that.
I thought it was similar to the like those companies that lease out the goats to eat your lawn. They'll
Yeah.
lease out a giraffe to trim your trees. If you
Oh,
want.
that's
That'd be
smart.
pretty nice.
Yeah,
Actually.
practical.
that'd be cool. Anyways, I'm just saying, animals are cool.
Dinosaurs are cool.
This whole thing of, they're waning in interest. There's also no purpose for saying that in this particular movie, because it's not like they're trying to open a park. It's not like they're trying to genetically engineer something new. They're just going to get some shit from the island in a dangerous place. It's like,
But Zora
why?
at one point says to Loomis, I forget when in the movie though, is like the whole, well, maybe when it was just her trying to get him there, like your job's going to be done, man.
Right.
Like nobody cares anymore. And were they taking things down in the museum?
They were closing it up. They were closing it up.
Yeah. They had the banner from Jurassic Park 1, rolling it up, put it into the archives.
Gotta close up shop here. It's like, well, I guess you're unemployed, so you might as well come with us.
Yeah.
I guess
Make
that's
a lot
the
of money.
reason.
Yeah.
You were about to say something about zoos. I thought you were going to jump in there.
They're
No.
just overrated.
He does like
I'm
it.
just surprised that the giraffe would just jump on a truck and go. I mean, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
Obviously, they transport
Usually
that
have
thing.
to send in a team to get him.
I don't know if this is
I don't know if that's a real
true.
thing. I picked the wrong animal. I've definitely been there, and like, there's no gorillas.
Oh, absolutely.
And
That's
I know
why-
where are the gorillas? What do
I
you
just
mean
always
there's
thought
no
it was
gorillas?
like, they're sleeping inside.
No, it's sometimes.
they'll be like-
sometimes they'll be like, we rented them out for a movie shoot or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you're making the Atlanta Zoo sound awesome, and a lot of the time you go there, no gorillas, no giraffes, elephants are just
These are
hanging out.
you've just named like 3 of the best.
Yeah.
That you want to see it.
Yeah, there's literally
the
not
gorillas,
there.
The gorillas in Atlanta are awesome.
Yeah. They
They're
are.
great.
Oh, they
but
are.
unfortunately, we had to ship out our pandas not too long ago.
Right. They were on loan anyway, weren't they?
All pandas are on loan.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, of course.
Hey, I'm just the guy that visits.
Yeah, I trust you.
The Fern Bank just had a reptile day we almost went to. I wonder
Can
if there's
someone
any
for our
dinos there.
listener and viewer explain the Fernbank Museum?
That's the Natural History Museum here in Atlanta. They got a big, partial fossilized brontosaurus there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I've seen it.
It's great. Anyway, museums, they're awesome.
So here's the
Support your
mission.
museums.
As I said, they got to go get samples from the 3 largest remaining prehistoric specimens. And the exact 3 are the aquatic Mosasaurus, which we've seen before.
Love it.
Yeah.
The terrestrial Titanosaurus, which is sort of just like, I guess, a souped up Brachiosaurus,
Yes.
from what I could tell.
Looked huge, yeah.
Giant. And then the avian Quetzalcoatlus.
Ooh,
Not bad.
Nailed it.
That was better than I did the first time, yeah. And this is the obviously the flying one. This is our pterodactyl or
Yes.
our pterosaur or whatever, the souped up one. So these are the 3 that they got to go get the samples from. That's the mission. All right?
Because the big ones live for a long time. And they want their DNA, basically, right? They're like, they live for 100 years, so we're going to steal some
Yeah.
DNA and put it in medicine.
Right. They have the biggest hearts, guys.
Yeah, that's what
biggest
right,
care the most.
And we are trying to cure a new heart disease or make a new heart disease treatment, right?
That's
so we have
exactly
to get
right.
the biggest hearts from the biggest dinos across the 3 specimens of
Okay.
air, land, and
Air, land, and sea.
I did like that.
when you really stop and think about that, that's really stupid.
It really sounds like a magical mystery journey.
Yeah, but I did like the specification. This is what you're going to see in the movie.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Smart.
have 3 MacGuffins in this movie.
So we now jump to a bar in Suriname. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
It's a real place. It's in South America.
Yeah, I didn't catch the name of the town there.
Yeah, well, that's they're in a bar
It
there
came up on the
on the screen.
icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zora recruiting her longtime friend Duncan Kincaid. This is my good friend from the elevator, and they're going to lead this expedition. He's going to lead it. He's got the boat. He's got a boat driver, Leclerc. He's got a mercenary, Nina. She's sort of just helper. She's a helper. And a guy sort of head of security, I guess, Bobby Atwater. Oh, that guy's name.
Yeah, Zora didn't even know his name at some point. Wait, what's your name?
We've watched so many of these.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure you can tell by our tone we're over it. But like anytime now we meet these like helpers on a boat or a mission, like just which order are you guys going to die in?
Right.
That's all I'm wondering. Because you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
In the credits, it should just read food 1, food 2, food 3.
Leclerc, Nina, and Bobby
Just
Atwater.
food. Come on.
And there's some silliness here, I guess, this scene of, I guess, getting more money.
Yeah, they kind of scam Loomis.
Yeah,
right?
right. That's it.
So half-heartedly. Like, it's just like, let's try it. Why not?
I mean, what's he going to do at that point? They're literally already in Suriname. He's like, nah, we're flying back.
Yeah. And I guess the joke is Duncan and Zora do it. And then is it Bobby shows
Bobby
up
shows
and
up.
he's like, he thinks he's running the same game, and she's like, yeah, we already did it. We already got it, man.
We already ran this scam right in front of them too. It's just like they don't even care. It's just so stupid.
We also learn here that Zora lost Booker in a car bomb, and that she missed her own mom's funeral.
Yeah,
That's
rough stuff.
This is rough stuff, but it's like sort of odd. Not a lot of it comes up again, really.
Booker died in a car bomb? Is that right?
I don't even know who Booker is.
It's her,
It was sort
it's
of
her
like,
partner. She mentions it
but
with
not
Christ.
like
Sad about
like
it, for
work
sure.
partner.
Yeah.
It is a work partner.
Yeah, great question.
No,
I
it's
thought
the
it was
latest-
a work partner.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
It was a Hawkeye situation.
Latest
Black Widow
mission.
Hawkeye situation.
Okay.
One of the latest missions
Yeah.
that she goes on.
The weirdest part about that, well, it's not weird, but it's just sort of like Mahershala says, well, at least it was quick.
Yeah,
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
not really, actually.
Not
He's
really.
like, oh, it was one of those slow car bombs. Oh, they creep up on you.
Booker died in a car bomb. That's just funny, man. Like, hold on. I want to remember that Booker died in a car bomb for this NBA season. Like, it's going to come up.
Also, it's we were doing a quick training mission in Yemen. What? You were doing a training mission in Yemen?
You don't know what Zora does, man. She does some things.
Yes, I do. She's a covert security operator.
Yeah. I thought Martin Krebs was going to come in there and say, "Oh yeah, I saw that on Homeland, or a guy got bombed." That's what happens in Homeland.
Sure.
I bring this up is like, what's the point of all this with her character?
Yeah,
Like, are we
great
just supposed
question.
to a little sympathetic to her? I mean, the mom funeral part, I sort of get.
Died of heart disease as well. That's thrown in there.
Yeah,
So I
that
guess-
slipped in.
I
So I
know, that
really
was,
need to.
That
get
was
the
even
cure.
worse. Kincaid's reaction to that. He said, "That is the worst thing I've ever heard anyone do. You missed her funeral."
That was so brutal.
And now just a quick line like that. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. A human missed your
monster.
mother's freaking funeral.
She quickly
goes-
changes the subject.
like,
What about your dead kid, man? What about that? You guys still together? It's the ultimate deflection.
That's a crazy scene where they're like, "Hey, we got 2 minutes to talk. Fill me in on the worst moments of your life as fast as you possibly can."
Right. Thrown in there. So it's just like, I guess it's like they're doing it for money because anyone would do it for 10 million, but they're not really doing it for money
No,
because they
but-
have all this bag. I don't know. I was so confused.
It's I don't know. It felt like a tacked on reshoot, to be honest. Like, because, Scarlett Johansson is like, I'm out. I'm not interested. Well, there's a lot of zeros. And she just turns around and she's like, okay, I'm in. It's all about money for her. So what's the problem? Like, so it tested badly and there's like, well, we need her to have more of a reason. And we need Mahershala to actually need to save a kid later on in the movie. So maybe he should have a dead kid and have nothing else to live for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what it felt like to me, but I don't know.
Right.
What did you think of Scarlett Johansson in this lead role? Leading the expedition, being I don't know. Something about it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Her like, she's not a good like yeller.
Yeah.
Sure,
I would say then the next part where she convinces Loomis that she should be the one shooting the Momosaurus is not convincing at all.
No. Also, when she misses with the first dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does airball.
It ain't really cutthroat when she says to Loomis, nah, I'm the shooter.
Yeah,
she doesn't do it
it's
that
not a
well.
believable badass.
Yeah.
Her and her character, obviously.
That part about
Which
it.
is weird. Maybe it was because they wanted to get her away from Black Widow, but she's playing Black Widow basically, right?
Yeah.
Like
Similar.
she is sort of a mercenary who's, a kind of a badass, great fighter.
Sort
and
of
stuff
works
like
better
that.
in that world to me than this
Totally.
did. But
Yeah.
what your thoughts, TK?
I was a little bought in because of the Black Widow factor. You're like, okay,
Right.
I've seen you be a secret agent of some sort, so I can buy you being a mercenary in general. But I just thought the way that they handled both Scarlett and Mahershala Ali is pretty weird. Like, they set Duncan Kincaid up as like a super badass. This guy will go anywhere. He's the only guy who will take you close to the island. And then they get there and he does literally nothing.
Yeah.
He does nothing for an hour. They're like, we got the toughest looking dude. We made him into a badass and he does nothing.
Yes.
And then we got the most beautiful woman on earth. And guess what? She's actually the badass. I was like, huh? A little bit of a curveball both ways. But I think it basically comes down to Scarlett Johansson has kids that wanted to see her in a Jurassic Park movie. So she's like, I'm going to go in a Jurassic Park movie and be awesome in it.
Apparently, she really, really wanted. She's always wanted to be in a Jurassic Park movie. So
She's in it now.
she's in it.
Okay, meanwhile, because we absolutely have to have children in this movie, Ruben Delgado, no relation to Carlos. Shout out to all the Jays fans out there. Maybe it is. I don't know. He's sailing around, or sailing nearby, with his daughters Bella, Teresa, and Teresa's obnoxious boyfriend Xavier. And the family is going to get shipwrecked here by the Mosasaurus. And they're going to use a radio to call for help. And the expedition team, our team now out there on their boat, they're reluctantly going to come to the rescue. I mean, they obviously have a bit of a debate in whether they're going to. But yeah, we've got the family. They're sailing.
Boo. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a new top leaderboard of the worst parents in the franchise. Sorry, my guy, Ruben, you're number one. You're number one.
Even Duncan is upset very upset when they eventually get them and save them.
Totally.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you
What are you
crazy?
doing?
They tell us right off the bat in the texts, they're saying, but it is strictly forbidden to travel near the equator.
Yeah.
And this guy's going from Barbados
Yeah.
to Cape Town.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done it before.
They've done it before.
Barbados to Cape Town. Him, one adult, really.
Yeah.
And then 3 kids. Really, I know they're older, the couple, but man, that is a choice.
That's an awful choice. I mean, we can highlight as we go, but the list is very long for Ruben. Deciding to jump off the boat with his young daughter, deciding to let his daughter keep a dinosaur, put it in her backpack, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
it's just terrible, terrible stuff. But this is family. I mean, it would have been great if they had just died right in this opening scene. All of them. I'm sorry to say that.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's done it before. He's sailed to Cape Town before, so he can do it again.
Right.
Although Kincaid's that's his name, right? Kincaid.
Duncan Kincaid.
It sounds so weird coming off the lips. Kincaid. He says, I mean, I've got a dead child, and I wouldn't even do this to my child.
Yeah.
He doesn't say that, but
it's implied.
It's implied.
Yeah.
Get on the boat and go to Cape Town.
Yeah. I mean, it looked fun.
Yes. This
The adventure of it, even with the stupid boyfriend there.
Yeah.
Bonding with your kids, but, just take it to Europe. Do it cross Atlantic. Don't go across the equator. Why would you do that? It's stupid.
Right.
It's
And
just
isn't that sort of alluded to like this? She's going to college and this is sort of the last sort of family get together, but your boyfriend has to come.
Yeah.
That's what we always do. That's what we do every spring break.
We go from Barbados
down and back. And Ruben also gets really upset when Kincaid calls him out for even pulling off these trips. He's like, 50,000 boats do it.
Yeah.
They're the only boat around. But there's 50,000 boats somewhere out there. Yeah. Like, what? Man,
Totally.
what a curveball scene. You see, it comes out of nowhere that there's a whole nother crew of people we're going to be following.
Yeah.
And they're pulling off a crazy move. And it starts with a Vampire Weekend song.
Oh, yes.
What is going on here? But what comes and attacks them? It's like the Spinosaurus at first, and then the Mosasaurus.
Mosasaurus
flips
first.
them over.
Yeah. Mosasaurus comes first.
Yeah.
And then the Spinosaurus. Yeah.
I thought the scene was good. Once the attack starts happening and Xavier gets stuck underneath inside of the cabin or whatever, it's filling up with water. They got to figure out how to open it. I like the suspense of that once it all starts playing out.
Right.
But getting into it was pretty strange.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole boyfriend.
Put a shirt on, man.
Yeah. Put a shirt on.
Put a shirt on.
Take your turn on the wheel. I'm bringing you on a trip of a lifetime here, bro. You got to do some work on this. I would be throwing him overboard. You know what I mean?
Okay. But he can go shirtless on the boat.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
We'll allow that.
We're on a boat.
We'll
But
allow
he
that.
should have taken over the wheel. For sure.
You got to do your part on the boat.
Yeah.
It's a working boat. You got to do your shit. You got to do it.
But he needed another hour of sleep. He just slept for 12 hours. Or something.
Yeah.
That was confusing.
In my son's sleep.
So, okay. So, but overall, yeah, the scene is exciting. Like I
Yes.
said, like when it gets flipped and they get on top and then obviously the expedition team does come and save them. And then they soon encounter the Mosasaurus and they do have to obviously get the sample from it. And this is where, Zora says, you give me the dart gun. I got this. Strap me in. She's at the front of the boat.
Oh, yeah.
There's some hijinks here, but they do get the first sample. So one down. I mean, I got to say, I did like this cool, needle, parachute, whatever.
That was cool.
Design. Good job by Loomis here. Or who came up with this? Parker Jennings or Loomis? I don't know.
Oh, great question. I thought it was Loomis, but now that you mention it.
Yeah, because Loomis
He
gets
sold it like it was his thing.
Yeah, because I feel somebody gives him credit for it once. But anyway, it is cool. Yeah, it has to go in, and then it extracts obviously the blood sample, and then it parachutes in the sky. Now, does it always land perfectly in their hands, basically, or right near them? Yeah, it does.
But
By design.
This was a little painful to watch. The difficulty that Zora had with the gun after missing the first one.
Yeah.
She literally just couldn't get it loaded. And so she has to get Loomis to go get it. After the scene earlier where she said, just think about it, Loomis, as she was trying to sell him. Just think about it. You're on the end of the boat. The boat starts rocking at a 10 to 20 degree difference. You get sprayed in the face. Here comes the Mosasaurus. I keep calling it the Mosasaurus. Right in front of your face. What are you going to do? Like she tried to sell it then. And then she couldn't even freaking holster.
Yeah, because she was saying, you're not going to be able to do it, you geek. Yeah. And then she was struggling.
Yeah. Just didn't sell me.
Okay.
Good thing she had those carabiners attached.
Yeah. Imagine. So, they get the sample, like I said, but the creature does return. The Mosasaurus returns with a group of Spinosaurus. They're in the water. These are the ones with the fins here, like whatever, the spines. And they attack the ship and they kill Bobby. So Bobby first to go of the three helpers on the boat.
Bye, Bobby.
See you,
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bobby.
Security Bobby.
Security Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby the buoy.
And Bobby, he likes his guns and, he wanted to get to shooting these things, but they get him first.
Even though it's a sin to kill a dinosaur, according to Loomis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Teresa, I mean, there's a lot going on. They're trying to survive now. They're getting attacked. And this is like Duncan and LeClaire, I guess. They're sort of like both driving the boat or whatever. Maybe Nina's helping too. I can't remember. But like they're like, we got to get into the shallow waters, like get away from these things because there's all these creatures chasing them in the water. Teresa goes down to attempt to use the radio to call for help. But Martin, he panics, shoves her away. Because he's trying to protect this mission's secrecy because this is sort of under the radar. You're not supposed to you're not legally allowed to do this. And she like goes falling out sort of the side of the door there, and she's hanging on. She falls overboard. He refuses to help her. I mean, it's like he thinks about it. He's like, nope, see you later.
Makes like an angry face at her. I'm gonna let you fall.
But Xavier jumps overboard to rescue his girlfriend. And he's followed by Ruben and Bella, and they separate from the expedition team. But this Martin decision here, I mean, you already knew he was a bad guy, but this just cements it. Like he's willing to kill this young woman.
That's exactly right. Letting her go. We get a little hero moment for Xavier, which is good, and we're getting set up for Martin getting ready to get chomped up eventually in this movie, which pays off, of course. My favorite part of this whole attack scene is like, as Zora's getting out there on the little pedestal, getting ready to pull her moves, the Mosasaur just looks like it's doing tricks.
Yeah.
Just like jumping up and doing spins and flips. I'm like, oh, cool, man. Why are we shooting this thing? It looks like sweet out there. Yeah. It's an awesome whale watching tour.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure.
I was a little confused when Teresa and Krebs, they kind of hit each other. He falls to the floor of the boat, and he seems like he's got stars all of a sudden. Like he can't see. He just fell on his butt. Nothing happened.
He did
He's
fall
just like
down. You're right.
It was a little confusing. Is he all there? It just seemed like
Wow, in defense of Martin.
I didn't know what was going on. It like they just made contact, and he's just. I don't know. He's like looking at the stars, like I don't know what's.
It's
happening.
almost like they tried to like mute it a little bit that he's like a ruthless like killer, I guess.
Yeah.
Almost.
Right.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I could have helped her. Obviously, made the decision I didn't want to, but maybe I was a little out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Up for interpretation, I guess.
They left it out there, so you don't know whether or not he's dying later, I guess.
They make such a big deal of it, though. Like, it would have been way better if he had just like kicked her off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have him twirling his mustache, you might as well go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Grab her and
and
I
then
got
just
you.
Go, see ya. Yeah,
Like, oh,
exactly.
yeah.
And then you have an actual accusation, because if we're in a court of law, which we're not, but whatever, as Tass is saying, like, he just basically he falls back. He's kind of stunned. You could see how somebody could be frozen with terror, right? Like, I don't want to go out there. The Mozzie might get me, right? Like, I mean, like, you know, like, you panic and you freeze, right? That's not a crazy defense. Mm-hmm. It's a defensible position. It's not a great position. Mm-hmm. But like, but it's such a, like, that guy tried to kill me. It's like, okay, well, why don't you just make him try to kill this character?
Yeah.
And then the audience is even that much more like, yeah, he tried to kill her.
Totally.
It's just stupid.
Yeah. But again, I think for the family aspect of this movie, I guess, I know it's a little scary, but they toned it down. I really do. Probably, otherwise, why isn't he kicking her off, or at least letting go of her, or pushing her, or throwing her over, or whatever? It's just like, that's a little too hardcore.
Why?
It's a little too evil. I don't know.
He's the villain. Like,
I know.
We can let the child see Bobby hanging off the door. That's cool. Like, that's scary enough.
Oh yeah, right.
That was Isabella, I think, or was it?
Bella.
It's Isabella.
Yeah.
So there was a little terror in the child
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
But,
sure.
She got a good scared face, that kid.
Yeah.
Good child actor, I thought.
I thought so too.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do a whole lot in this movie, but you got to have kids on the island.
Got to.
And they're not dying.
No, they are the safest. She's carrying a dinosaur around with her the whole time.
That's right.
Once they get to the island, and she's safe.
Yeah. I mean, by now, they should have figured out that's how you survive on the island. Just carry around a child with you at all times.
Get on my shoulders, kid.
New plan. Adults, they're bored with dinosaurs. Jurassic Park, only kids.
Yeah.
They never get eaten, never get attacked, and they're always excited.
Yep.
That's right.
So the Mosasaurus, Mamasaurus, Mamo, Mosi, Mozzie. I'm so tired of saying this dinosaur's name.
We're almost done with him.
I know.
We're almost done.
Forces Duncan's ship aground, and they are like, when they look like they're going ashore. And again, the Delgados they're overboard, so they have been removed here from this boat. I think it's Zora and Dr. Loomis are like, get all the stuff we need, because we need all these samples still. And they're like, they're basically packing it up.
Putting life jackets on it so it'll float. They push it off the boat, and then the boat goes. The entire boat goes onto the island. So it was all for nothing. All for nothing.
There should have been a scene. Where are you parking this, Duncan?
If you go back and watch it as well, it's like, haha. It's Duncan is like, he's like, yes, we're in the shallow water, and I got away. But then he's like, oh no, the shore is coming. He's at the controls of the boat. Slow it down. Like, just turn it off.
Yeah. Or turn it onto the sand instead of.
Exactly. Like, what are you? You're
really
like,
weird.
This hardcore, like, mercenaries kid just loses his mind.
So yeah, the equipment, I guess, it does start to wash ashore, and Nina's like, hey, I need some help here with the big one. It was a huge looking thing, and poor Nina's, she's next.
Yeah.
And she gets killed on shore by a Spinosaurus that she doesn't see. No one else really seemed to see until the last second. But they can come on water, obviously, and she gets chopped.
This movie was directed by Burt Wonderstone, because there's a lot of sleight of hand. There's, now you see the dinosaur and now you don't. But now he's back again.
When T-Rex is sleeping and the raft goes up and suddenly he's gone.
It's an illusion.
Burt Wonderstone did again.
I like that the Spinosaur doesn't have a taste for bandana. Eats up, Nina spits it up. So then LeClaire picks it up. But he's already wearing a bandana, so he's like, well, just got two bandanas now.
It's all bloody.
If you watch,
Couldn't have just had him put it on, but no, he was already wearing his bandana, unfortunately.
If you watch him hold it, he holds it in such a way that the blood just cascades down his forearm.
We need
hilarious.
you to know she was killed, and thus need to show you a lot of blood on this bandana.
And in the water, which that would not have happened.
Tons in the water. So Nina's down. That Bobby's done. Nina's done. Leclerc, the only one left there, the helpers. There's a part here too. They're obviously trying to figure out, well, what are we doing next? And they're talking about, obviously, we got to continue. We got to get these samples. I wrote in my notes for some reason, rich guy says the average cost of a created species is 72 million. I guess that's Martin. I don't know why I put rich guy, but
Yeah.
But I made note of that because we had talked about in Fallen Kingdom, in the dinosaur auction.
Oh yeah.
The deals they were getting on these animals.
Indominus Rex goes for $48 million. That was a prototype.
I think they were getting great deals now that
Big
we're
time.
seeing 72 million from just the creation of these species. Right?
Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Dino inflation.
So, so Zora informs the survivors there that she employed a rescue helicopter to circle the island in 24 hours because they are stranded now. And she's like, it's okay, don't worry. I had a backup plan. And it is to get to this helipad, get to this spot. And in 24 hours, if they don't make radio contact with us, them, or we don't do it with them, they'll come and save us.
Yeah.
I mean, good thinking.
I knew we were going to crash on this island. I guarantee something bad is going to happen when we go here.
That's right. And don't worry, guys. I gave us a 2-minute window. Literally 2 minutes.
We should be able to nail this.
So the team, again, still working on their samples. And we are going to be bouncing back and forth here a little bit between the Delgados, who are then going to be obviously washed ashore onto the island, and this expedition team. But our expedition team, they locate the Titanosaurus, the herd in the field, and they extract their second sample. This one's easy.
Yeah.
If they weren't all like this, just these Titan dinosaurs making love to each other.
Oh, yeah. Nuzzling.
Oh, my God.
Necking.
And bellowing away, and hundreds of them in the valley, but they're not going to hurt you. And we get the John Williams JP theme song extended version here. Where Martin's touching his leg and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God. How sore is John Williams' teats at this point? I mean, they've been suckling at this thing for 7 movies now. It's time to let it go.
But
I'm
this
sorry.
one, they really
milked it.
Yeah.
Again, pardon the puns.
Yeah.
But fine. I'm kidding because I love it's my favorite John Williams theme, and I'm happy to hear it. And this arrangement was beautiful. I don't know. The tails on these things. When I watched this in the theater, I was a little caught up with it because big screen.
Sure.
It's like, okay, we haven't seen this before. This sort of sensual. They're having sex, these dinosaurs, neck to neck.
Having neck sex.
Those tails must have been huge in the theater.
Oh yeah, it was like
They're huge on a regular TV.
They were.
But they were monsters, I'm sure. Must have felt like they were coming out of the screen.
Yeah, totally.
But you didn't like them.
I didn't love it. When watching it at home, here I got a 4K TV. It's not a big screen TV or by any means, or like a movie theater. It looked not great to me. I don't know. It looked like The Abyss, James Cameron's The Abyss, the water. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looked very computery.
Yeah.
Also, they're in tall grass, sure, and they're like, shh, wait. And then suddenly there's 50 of these things. Thank you, Burt Wonderstone. Like, ta-da! Like, where do they come from? They're the quietest, biggest animal of all time.
They really
They're called
are.
the Titanosaurus, but they're silent.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway,
Light on their feet.
light on their feet.
Did they have? Were their tails furry, or am I just kind of a mess?
It's great
A
question.
squirrel tail or a cat tail, but a little bit of hair.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
it felt like it.
Wow.
Maybe.
It was
I have
too
to go
almost
back and
like
check.
it had too much Avatar vibes with their
That's
tails.
what I mean.
too.
That's what I'm saying. That's
How
what I'm
they
trying to
moved
say.
and how they looked.
Yeah.
How did everybody feel about they're going through this tall grass, like JD is saying? Of course, they're not hearing these gigantic creatures. It feels like a Vietnam War scene, kind of to me. And the tension is broken by somebody eating Altoids. you look over, it's not a dinosaur chomping on somebody. I
don't know why.
It's just somebody needs to freshen up. Probably a mouthful of salt water. Throw a spearmint in there and feel good. But I was like, what? That's the jump scare is an Altoid crunch?
But you know what's funny about that? Like, wouldn't it have been actually funnier if they hadn't shown us Dr. Loomis eating his Altoids in the museum earlier?
That's a great call.
So, like, they completely ruined, like, I guess, any sort of humor to it.
Yeah.
Put a mint on a mint?
A little bit. Kind of. It's like, yeah, we get it. Like, that's his thing. It's like how he decides or whatever. I don't even know. But it would have been sort of funnier if, like, the first crunch, he's like, what the?
Yeah.
And he's just eating Altoids.
Yeah, to breaking the tension of that scene. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I will say,
Was that loud in the theater?
oh yeah,
Dolby 5.1 with that.
I will shout out Jonathan Bailey. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Henry Loomis.
Dr. Loomis, yeah.
An appropriate reaction to it did capture the wonder that they try to squeeze into all of these. When he's touching the dinosaurs, it's some very good acting there next to a tree trunk, basically, touching the dinosaur for the first time. You know, I
He's
bought
got
it.
like tears in his eyes, basically.
Exactly.
I like
And
that too.
It was good.
This felt like the only moment of the movie where there were actual dinosaurs. Like, pardon my dinosaur ignorance, but it just felt like.
Yeah, the other ones all seem fake. I'm with you.
And so they overdid it. It was long.
It was long. This
There's
scene-
50 of them.
This scene was long. Oh, yeah, that one shot. There's maybe more. There's so many in the valley there.
Yeah.
Moving.
Yeah, they dipped in hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's 2 down. 2
I thought it
samples
was
down.
mean. I thought it was mean that they blasted it in the neck while it was cuddling. Yeah, like aim somewhere else. It's not hard to miss. Like that one's a hard one to miss.
Yeah.
Just shoot it in the gut.
Oh, God.
You know, shoot it in the leg. It doesn't have to go
Yeah,
straight
why
into the
wouldn't?
neck.
Why wasn't
while
it in
it's-
the leg? Yeah.
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 An artery or
Maybe
something.
it needs a better launch angle for the rocket to go up.
Good
Still
catch
hanging out.
from Duncan on that one.
Yep.
That one was perfect. Was it not?
Yeah.
Came right to him. Boom. Reached his hand out right in his palm. All right. Well, let's stick with this team because the final one is the Quetzalcoatlus. Quetzalcoatlus, the bird one. The large and carnivorous animal, the size of an F-16, they say. And the team hopes to avoid issues with this one by obtaining the final sample from an egg instead.
Okay.
They're like, how the hell are we going to get the bird version? Just get the egg.
Smart.
Smart.
That is smart.
At first, I got into a debate with Nora about this. I was like, hold on. I thought the whole mission was we got to get it from the 3 largest
Yeah.
animals. But then Nora's like, yeah, but it's that animal's genes. It's its egg. So that should work too. To which I say then, why don't you do that for the other ones too? At least, I mean, I guess the Titanosaurus is easy, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Tough to do for the Mosasaurus in the
Mosasaurus,
water.
yeah.
So, okay, it makes sense.
That makes total sense. You say it like that.
Yeah, she talked me into it.
Stem cell research basically is what they're doing.
Right.
So Zora, Henry, Leclerc, they repel to reach a nest located in an ancient temple on the side of a cliff.
Yeah, they go to the Temple of Doom.
Pretty much. Pretty
What
much.
is this? Some kind of
What
hidden
is
Temple
this?
of Doom? Yeah, it sounded like a good idea to get it from the Quetzalcoatlus
Yeah, sure.
nest until you realize that the nest is stuck in the side of a hidden temple that's, 500 feet from the top of the cliff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think pretty cool terrain in this movie. A lot of tall terrain.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a head slapper, right? Like there's stairs to this thing that take us all the way down to the bottom. They find the stairs after they've started rappelling.
Yeah. Right.
Mahershala's like, oh, look at this. Look at that. Perfectly carved out stairs that go somewhere, probably to the nest and then all the way to the ground.
Those stairs also went to the nest?
Well, they must have, right?
Well,
Where do they go? You think they just go to the
Zora
ground?
rappels all the way down.
Yeah.
Yep.
She doesn't know about the stairs.
She doesn't know about the stairs. I guess we can debate whether the stairs that Kincaid and Martin find,
Yeah.
which do go all the way to the bottom. I'm not
Okay.
denying that because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how they come down.
Yeah.
But do they go to the nest?
Why wouldn't they? There's the.
Because it's
Why
a
would you-
temple? I guess.
I know, but,
why would they?
you would have. It would have to stop in that room. It's right above the room. Why would you build stairs and you know what? Let's go in the room for a minute.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only entrance is through the window.
Yeah.
So Zora, Henry, Leclerc, yeah, they're in the ancient temple there on the side, or they're getting down there. They're rappelling down. Got the other two at the top, like I said. And then a parent, Quetzalcoatlus, returns to the nest, devours Leclerc.
Yeah.
So all three are now gone. And I was going to say one was killed by each specimen they were trying to locate, but that's not true. Titanosaurus ain't going to do nothing to you unless you got stomped on accidentally. But
but the Spino got...
Spino Dino.
But Zora and Henry, they do manage to escape with the sample. This is that scene where it's teetering on the edge and he's trying to get over and you think the rope is going to break, and it does, right? Eventually he falls.
Yeah, he falls.
He falls all the way into the...
He falls
water,
to his death.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait a minute. No, not to his death.
No, tree, water. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wrote in my notes, this guy, man, for like a scientist or a museum director, this guy is badass. He is always gun-ho to do anything.
Doesn't Zora say to him, "You're one impressive nerd"? And he is, man.
He really is.
Yeah,
That's a catch.
it's simple. They don't even have to pay this guy. He's like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
As long as I get to hug a Titanosaurus. He's like Roland Tembo, but nice.
That's right.
I just want to be out there. All I want to do is hug a dinosaur. You don't even have to pay me.
His fee is to watch those two dinosaurs have sex. That's all. I don't need the 10 million.
I'm
as
just
long
a
as I see
dino voyeur.
some neck sex from dinos out there, I'm good. So they all survive. They all make it to the bottom. Elsewhere on the island, though, guys, Reuben, he is with this family, and he does have a little, I guess, bonding scene with Xavier.
Yeah.
He commends Xavier for rescuing his daughter, Teresa. And I guess that's the part where Xavier's then like, I gotta take a piss.
Yeah.
He goes pee, goes way too far to take a piss.
Yeah, I love that. Ruben is like ready to smooth over the relationship with Xavier, and he is kind of like, I don't necessarily need to be the cocky guy I was in my first couple of scenes. So you're assuming, yeah, okay, he's gonna take over the watch here, but nope. He's out of here. He's like, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
This guy always has to handle his business before he gets down to the next thing. He's like, I know I just woke up from a nap, but I got a nap here for another hour before I take the wheel. And while you're doing the watch, I'm gonna go pee over here.
Yeah. Whatever, guapo.
Whatever.
And
Don't down talk yourself.
I mean, the only reason he goes pee is so we get the cool scene of dinosaurs fighting behind him, and he's oblivious, G.
Yep.
Exactly right. I mean, there's the one time we see raptors in this movie, I believe, and they get done dirty by a big bird. Big bird comes down. And
Big bird. Big bird. Oscar's there.
It has really bothered me. He's like taking an Austin Powers length of piss.
Oh, yeah.
Well, part of the
stopped,
joke is
right?
he holds it.
He holds it for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But wouldn't you turn around? Wouldn't you be at least a little curious what was happening behind you? And there's also no way that I'm continuing peeing after that. It's like, okay, I guess whatever's happening behind me is over. So, piss.
It's never happened to you?
It's never happened to me?
Well, not dinosaurs flying behind you, but I mean, had to stop.
Of course it's happened.
Mid-pee.
Yeah. But if it's like, if it's a stressful situation, it's not coming out that easily afterwards.
You didn't think he was peeing super hard because he was nervous?
Wow.
That's what I thought it was like a frightened load of pee.
Well, I don't know. When I'm frightened, I can't pee. It's like I may need to bolt at any moment here. So,
But a wet pair of pants is a classic sign of somebody who's been scared to death.
that's true. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to
Wow,
see.
what a deep
some
dive
brown
on this
pants.
scene.
Yeah,
I thought
if
maybe
you're-
he was going to poop himself or something.
It would have been better if he had said, I got to go piss, and then came close to death and then never peed, but he had pissed himself, right? Like, that would have been funny.
That would have been a great
Did he
use of pee.
actually say, by the way, I got to go piss?
Yeah.
Respect to that writing on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I say that all the time. Nora gets pissed off with me, ironically.
For saying you're going to do
I
it?
say,
I got to take a piss. I mean, I've heard
I'll
you
be
say
at a
that
dinner table and be
1,000
like,
times.
and I don't, I just like, I got to take a piss.
Yeah.
And she says to you, show, don't tell.
Well, she's just like, yeah, what do you
That's
yeah,
a
don't-
little uncouth.
Yeah, absolutely is. I'll admit that it is, but I like that Xavier said it. Like real people say
No,
it.
they're in the jungle. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's real. Do you smoke? He also asked, do you guys smoke?
That was the stupidest. Look, we haven't really gotten into how stupid this character is, but he is just a complete, not a real person. Like, this is a non-playable character in a video game, and it's so underwritten that you're like, this. They should have put a little bit more effort in a video game, I'm saying, but for a movie where he actually has to do stuff and have some sort of redemption, like it's unconscionable that they let this guy live. Like, he should have been dead as soon as they got to the island.
Oh, but you can't. He saved Teresa immediately.
Yeah, then he dies.
We're like, hate this guy for the first 5 minutes. Put a shirt on, you loser. Take the wheel.
Right.
And then like 1 minute later, like, damn, this guy's a hero.
Nah.
I wasn't.
I
jumped in right away.
No, I can't get over.
Did more than Ruben did.
I cannot get over how disrespectful he was on that boat.
Well, he was.
I was like, sorry, and then you jumped in after your girlfriend? Oh, the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum.
No, the bare minimum is to take the wheel for an hour.
Okay, you're right.
Or wake up with a shirt on.
Yeah.
That's right. And then that part where he goes to Krebs, like just a guy he just met. That guy gives me the creeps. Who would say that?
Well, he's a good.
He was right. He was right.
Kids say that. Kids get creeped out.
Kids? This guy's an adult.
Yeah,
He's an
I don't know how
adult.
old he is.
Well, he's not a kid.
No, I assume he's either going to college.
That line's for the
college.
kids, man.
That man is not college material.
Okay, we have spent way too much time on Xavier here. But
I had one last question about the pee.
Okay, go on.
JD, do you feel that the Austin Powers scene is the best pee scene in all of cinema history?
It's not even close. Not even close. Yeah.
I'm racking my brain for
100%.
other ones, but
Yeah.
Notable pee scenes. We'll have to
refresh
check
my
back in.
memory even on the Austin Powers.
He comes out of he's been
Cryogenic
frozen
freezing.
for 30 years, and he comes out and it's,
Evacuation.
evacuation. Yeah, and they keep interrupting.
Yeah.
He keeps stopping, dribbling, and then peeing some more.
It's good.
It's really, really good. It is a
man.
solid bit.
30 years later, hasn't been beaten.
Okay, that is good. Okay, so the family, the Delgados, they're searching for the InGen complex. They did remember that the expedition team talked about this whole like find the complex basically. Ruben wisely is like, hey, we just got to follow the pipes. That'll
Smart.
get us there.
That is smart.
That is smart. And they encounter various dinosaurs. There's a mutodon, which is a mutated raptor and pterosaur hybrid.
That was the flying one with the raptor head, kind of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that. And then we get, of course, cute little Aquilops is what it's the dinosaur's name, and that's the one Isabella adopts and names Dolores. That is that cute little sort of Stegosaurus looking one a little bit. But it's pretty damn cute. She's feeding it like, I don't know, licorice or something, whatever snacks she's got. She had licorice on the boat.
Yeah, it was
Xavier
licorice,
took a piece, I remember.
Yeah.
He was hungry. Dude's eating all the snacks, of course. Is that a full-grown dino then? You're telling me? Because I thought it was like a baby version of a Triceratops or something like that.
Good question.
It's its own dinosaur for sure.
Okay.
So it's not a Tyrannosaurus, or sorry, Stegosaurus or Triceratops. Yeah. It is its own thing. Don't know how big they get. Trying to look it up, but I
This
think
one
they're
was
quite small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was like cat-sized, basically.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I thought it was a baby.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
who
kind of
knows?
worried that like we were going to get
I think it is a
chase-
juvenile.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, I was worried we were going to get a chase scene
oh, right. Her taking
regarding taking a baby away from the nest, but nope.
Right.
Nope.
No, this one's safe.
No, I mean, we're
They
jumping
found the
ahead,
one
but
good
like, this baby lives wherever the Delgados live. I think it lives. It's her pet. It's like her cat. It's her dog.
Yeah.
Aquilops.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we got a great scene here, though. At least I thought it was a good scene. The Delgados and the sleeping T-Rex scene here, JD, where they're chased downstream by a T-Rex, and they manage to escape it. They've got the emergency raft. Now getting into the scene was a little clunky. You know, they come to the water. Ruben's struggling because he's like hurt himself. I guess he hurt himself on the boat, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurt his
when
leg.
he saved Bella.
Yeah, right.
It was a little unclear how
Yeah.
hard he hit his leg.
Is it knee or something?
Yeah, because he was walking around. He was
Yeah.
swimming, he was walking, and then they did fall
That
off
was
the cliff.
adrenaline pumping through his body.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But anyway, Teresa's like, well, to help you out, like maybe we can just take this there's looks to be a boat over there
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'll get this raft, and we'll get you quicker there. We'll get there quicker. So she crosses the water, leaves everybody behind. There's a Dilophosaurus.
Yep.
Tries to scare her. She manages it okay. I guess no poison to the face, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's the sleeping T-Rex, which she wakes up by inflating the raft,
Right.
but he does disappear. And then he's thirsty.
Yeah.
Get a drink.
But then he notices them, and then this leads off our chase scene here. And Rexy swimming in the water like he's William H. Macy, right? And flips the raft, and Bella gets trapped underneath, and they get through the rocks, and that's where they ultimately get away. But what do you think of this scene with the sleeping Rex, and then the water scene here with the raft?
It was fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
I got into it. Danielle didn't see this scene. We had watched the first part of the movie together. She left. Then she said, "What did I miss?" And I thought to myself, well, what am I digging for here? That scene is what I explained to her, because it was super fun and super strenuous.
And it's just nice to see an OG dino that we know and love.
Our old friend.
Just
it was
kicking it too. Just like this is the first sleeping dinosaur I think we've seen on the entire franchise, right? Like it wasn't like she passed out. Or
Yeah, I mean, I
drugged.
guess debatable. The Triceratops who just took the huge dump and
yeah.
But that was not
Jurassic
feeling
Park
well.
one, yeah.
Yeah, that was
sick.
awake.
Yep.
There was a T-Rex in the cage where they were trying to get the blood in Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, drugged as well.
He was drugged. But this was just like
This was a
basking in the
sleeping
sun,
T-Rex,
like
yeah.
Napping.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see. But it was just weird that she inflates the raft and then it disappears, right? But then it's just like, I'm just gonna go get a drink of water. So what happened? Like, did it just happen to wake up? Or didn't you expect it to be like stalking her, or
Yeah, it was groggy, I think.
I guess it's like
When I wake up,
Okay,
I'm thirsty and groggy.
oh,
and-
same.
sleeps with its mouth open. Just
like
slurp
me.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Like human years, it's like 95 years old. It's old.
yeah, fair.
That's my math.
Fair.
But what do you think of the scene?
I thought it was cool. Always excited to see the T-Rex around. They change up the way it looks with the sleeping. Yeah, it's silly. It gets a drink of water. Apparently it can swim now, but maybe that's historically accurate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That was cool.
But I did like that it was a bit of a change up for the way we usually see the T-Rex from a visual standpoint, but also like we always get the T-Rex on top of a vehicle crunching down and like, is this person going to get crushed? They change it up a little here using the stretchy part of the raft. So you can see it like stretching down onto Isabella while she's underneath it. You can just like only see the teeth
Yeah. Right.
stretching in
Yeah.
the raft. I thought that was a cool way to change up the shot that we've seen in basically every single one of these.
Yeah.
The stomp shot. So now it's like a stretch shot. So I liked it.
Yeah, and the shot of the T-Rex underwater, snapping jaws, while Ruben is trying to escape is great. It's just visually stunning. Mm-hmm. So
I will say that is the most indestructible raft I have ever seen.
totally,
Yeah.
It can survive a T-Rex.
yeah,
Because it pops out underneath, obviously, the rocks that they get away from. It survived.
yeah.
Thing had it in his mouth, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So wow, well built. And then I did love the scene, but I know they have to get away, so they just have to use like this rock barrier that he like can't get his head through, and he's like, well, I guess I can't walk over it, swim under it.
I can only try and
Guess I'm done.
shining it. Pokes its head through.
But I mean, this was one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
Yeah, and another terrible moment from Dad, who's just watching Isabella under a raft. Presumably, he doesn't even know that she's under
Yeah.
there. He doesn't even go save her at all. He just hangs out in that little nook.
Like, hope she makes it.
Yeah, I'll just stand here. But yes, I mean it's nail biting. That's good.
I laughed a lot when is it Teresa who goes to get the raft and she
Yep.
pulls the raft like out of whatever structure it's in, and on the side of it it says emergency raft self-inflating type, just so you know what she's carrying.
Yeah.
And it looks like it comes from No Frills. It's plain yellow with black text on it, and it tells you exactly what it is.
That's right.
No Frills sells good self-inflating rafts.
Oh,
is what
yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Usually you're there for chips.
Sure.
The bulk bin, maybe. But I didn't know they had rafts. Maybe it's like a Costco. They got everything.
Yeah.
It also says on the package you must inflate it
Yeah,
on the
on
land.
It'll sink.
Otherwise, it'll sink. But I would argue it was ankle deep, that water, because she walked across it to get to the dock.
yeah.
But it's fine.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
will allow it.
Yeah, that was
We
the
will
funny
allow
part.
it.
And that she said to her dad, well, you can't walk, so you can't walk through this ankle deep water. It's not really a big
Well, why don't you
deal.
just get in the water and like float on your back then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
do something.
What about the Bonitos?
Bonitos. Did you know it's pronounced Bonitos?
But inflatable boats are a thing. And people ride inflatable kayaks.
Oh yeah.
They're tough.
Okay.
Dinos can't eat them, I guess.
T-Rex tooth cannot penetrate these things. That's impressive. Well, at the complex, the family reunites with the expedition group. So they all meet up there, and Teresa calls out Martin. Like, hey, that's the guy that basically killed me, tried to kill me. But Martin, and I did skip over this really quick scene, he had found a gun, hadn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
When they were traversing through the jungle.
He had found a gun.
He grabbed that, held onto that. And so he holds the others at gunpoint. He's like, no, I'm in control now. I'm taking the samples here from Zora. And he flees because he's like, I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm going to the helipad. He's got a UTV. He's got a vehicle. So he's off. And this is when a pack of mutodons, again, is there like part raptor, part pterodactyl, whatever, they descend on the survivors who ultimately escaped through an underground tunnel. And
Yes.
we do have the scene in the, what was that? Like a gas station or something?
It's literally a service
yeah.
station,
Yes,
gas station.
yeah, something
type
like
thing,
that.
yeah.
Maybe there's the whole thing in there. Any thoughts on all this? I mean, I'm skipping over a lot of scene here, but anything? Getting into the tunnels to avoid them, which we'll continue here in a second. But
Well, it was earlier when Krebs said, I'm too smart to die. And this is just, it's obvious.
You did.
It's happening here, man. It's happening right here. Yeah, I got weirded out by that gas station, seeing all the lights go on. I just like, where are we? Anyways, it's a gas station, I suppose.
the generator only kicks on at night.
Yeah, every night, I guess, right? So where we get Benny King playing. Is that what Stand By Me is
That
playing?
was Stand By Me for sure.
And it's just, every
Yeah.
night it's lit up for the last 17 years for nothing, for nobody.
For the dinos.
Geothermal, I guess, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy, right?
And where does Martin Krebs, that gun, where does that gun come from? It's literally just hanging there in somebody, a
Yeah.
body that is holding a gun.
It was like,
a helicopter crash.
yeah.
It looks like some vehicle. Yeah.
And the body fell out holding the gun like this, just so Martin Krebs can retain it eventually.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then, they basically are like, remember that kitchen scene from Jurassic Park that everybody loves? Now it's in a convenience store.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it was. Well, my thing with him having a gun, Martin, like obviously finding a gun, like you're telling me Duncan and Zora are not carrying guns?
Well, I think it was all in that stuff that got dragged away.
They didn't have anything on them,
Yeah.
not a single weapon,
Well, that's what they said. That's
except
what they
all
said.
these dart guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Had some flares. Wait, they didn't
Maybe
even
they're
have
like,
those.
they were like,
found
hey,
those.
They get a lot of flares.
when they were packing things up. Yeah, a lot of flares. They're like, well, Bobby, you got the guns, right? Yeah, I got all the guns, but then Bobby's gone.
Bobby's gone.
Maybe. So the rescue helicopter, it's coming. Come on, you got to get there. And it does arrive, but it's destroyed by the D-Rex. This thing is a monster. And that is the creature, the alien, the monster that's ultimately going to kill Martin as well. That scary ass looking thing.
Yeah.
A big ass head.
Yeah, they pull a flare gun out in this one. I put in my notes. I had also put in my notes earlier when they had a flare gun. Didn't pay off that time, but bad connotations for the flare gun. And this one turns out pretty poorly. They shoot the flare gun, which basically just alerts the helicopter to go towards the D-Rex, and the helicopter gets eaten immediately. And I gotta say, I like the D-Rex. I was asking for some freak show dinos.
Oh, you freaky boy.
This one was an absolute menace. Looked like the alien from Alien.
Yeah.
100%.
But with like gigantic arms. It's been hitting the gym as well. I thought it was appropriately gross.
Yeah. It's got some rancor in them as well
Yep.
from Star Wars. This is another Burt Wonderstone moment where you hear the helicopter approaching the pad, and then he's just holding an illusion. it's me holding the helicopter in my jaws, my vicious jaws.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was fine. It got me for sure. And it was great when he sort of flings it away and there's a huge explosion. But they, it's a sleight of hand that kind of annoys me sometimes because I can hear the helicopter. I'm hearing it until just the moment. And then you see that the helicopter has no blades on it and, it's getting ripped apart by this T-Rex.
That's the problem. That's your problem.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I mean, you tricked me. Okay, fine. But it's not realistic.
I will say as soon as Martin handcuffed himself to the briefcase, I too was like, that arm's getting chopped off.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
We know you're already dying. Now we have a pretty good idea that your complete arm is getting ripped off from a dinosaur, thus letting go of the briefcase. But that's where we're at, and that is what happens. He gets destroyed.
Why did I put in my notes, D-Rex eats Krebs like a food? Does he chomp it like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
does.
does.
like a burrito?
Yeah.
Like a Snickers bar.
Wow, he thinks that's the candy. The D-Rex thinks humans are the candy.
Interesting.
Deep metaphor.
The survivors, they reach a locked gate because remember they are in the tunnels here, and Zora finds her way in there to help everybody out too. And we have been told there are tunnels under the entire island before,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Sorry, not before we get to the. Mahershala mentions it.
No, but I don't even mean this movie. I feel like we've been told.
But this is a different
Oh,
island.
this is a different island.
This is a completely
So the
different
other islands
I'll
also
say
have
who's
tunnels, though. We've talked about tunnels before
Yeah.
on some of these islands for sure.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a lot of them, but they've been somebody has said it before. I know.
Right.
Anyway, so they're all under there, and they get to the end, locked gate, end of the tunnel. They see a boat on the other side, but they can't get through. Oh my God! I guess one of the crazy dinosaurs is coming down the back, chasing them. Teresa's telling them, "We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here." Obviously, the D-Rex is on the other side, but Isabella, small enough to fit through the gate. She slips through, she unlocks it, and it allows the group to load onto the boat. And this is when we need Duncan to divert the D-Rex, and he uses a flare.
Oh, yeah.
So Zora, Henry, Ruben, Teresa, and Xavier, and Isabella, they all escape. And Duncan's dead. He sacrificed himself. Until he's not. He's not dead.
He died doing what he loves, protecting kids, but he didn't die.
No, he died doing what he hates, dying in the jungle.
Yeah, right.
He said he wasn't going to die.
He said
in the
he was
jungle.
not going to die in the jungle.
And he was right, goddammit.
He wakes up and says, "Called it. I didn't die in the jungle."
He fires a flare gun after the D-Rex retreats, and they go and get him.
Yeah.
And I guess I was reading about this. There were versions of this where he does die.
Yeah.
And he wanted to die.
Mahershala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I think it's better if I do die. And
It is
I don't know if
better.
they tested it or whatever. They're like, nah, it's better if you live, man.
Okay, but
It's so dumb.
it is so dumb. And fine. Everybody wants to keep Mahershala in the movie, in the franchise. I'm one of them. He didn't get he was kind of underutilized as you mentioned.
Pointless.
In this film. So, let's give him some more moments in the next movie and stuff. But you got to show us how he gets out of it. You have to, if you're going to
that was
keep
strange.
him.
That thing was
It
right
was
on him.
right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
What does he do?
Exactly. And we know that he didn't throw the flare because we see the flare go out from the water, right? So we know that the flare just extinguished. So how he got out of it, we'll never know, but we need to see him get out of it.
Maybe Duncan Kincaid is the magic man. Maybe he's the Copperfield. He can make the D-Rex disappear.
That's right.
Was
He's the first one to use a flare gun as a flare and not have something chase after it. So you might be onto something because every other time we've seen a flare gun, dinosaur chases it. But when he needs to alert the rest of the crew where he is, he just shoots a flare gun.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
The D-Rex no longer interested.
Right.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yep.
We need to know why.
He should have died. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. He should
He
have.
sacrificed himself. He played his part. He said he wasn't going to die in the jungle, but sorry, you did.
Yeah. That's
not
that
just-
that just adds to the tragedy and the sadness of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it would even it almost would drive home the fact of Zora and Dr. Loomis, let's what are we going to do with this medicine now?
Right.
Let's do it open source and cure everybody. We'll name it Duncan. The Duncan remedy.
That's right. As a tribute. I mean, he gave his life for this. Also, the guy that was going to pay us is also dead, so we might as well give it to the rest of the world. Right?
Great point.
So that the samples are in hand here. Zora and Henry agree to distribute the new medication without a patent, make it open source for the entire planet. And the final scene of this movie is dolphins swimming alongside the raft, little reminiscent of the final scene in Jurassic Park, 1993 version, in which Dr. Grant is watching the flock of birds through the window, the pelicans of his helicopter. So
Mammals are back, baby.
Dolphins rule the oceans once again.
and that's Rebirth.
They kept Dolores. They keep Dolores.
kept Dolores.
Yeah, she's living with them.
Which I mean, I guess we got dinos in cities.
Yeah, but they're dying. They can't live in the cities.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
best
also
thing
a
for
good point.
Dolores is if she's left on the island, right?
we don't know where they live.
They don't live on that island. They don't live at the equator.
No, they don't.
They
have
live
to
somewhere
relocate.
between Barbados and Cape Town. Well, the older sister's going to NYU.
Is that what you said?
I don't know,
You'll
actually.
never see Dolores.
Sounds familiar.
I have no idea where they were from. I don't
Yeah.
think we ever learned.
Same.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's Jurassic World Rebirth.
Should they have been celebrating when they get off the island? I mean, I don't know if the contract still holds up. The 10 with 6 zeros, but they did their mission. You know, they got their samples that they wanted, and they all survived, and all the dinosaurs are still living there. So
Yeah.
only the bad guys die. I think should be a joyous celebration for
Yeah,
them.
I guess I read it as they're definitely not getting paid because this was only a Martin Krebs.
yeah, this is a
Krebs
Krebs joint.
But then
You're
that
right.
goes
You're
back
right.
to when we had the big debate about the Kirby Enterprises tricking Dr. Alan Grant, pretending they were rich. And you were like, come on, man, just go cash the check or at least like do some research.
A little bit.
Right? So,
He
you know,
didn't
they
have
should
a
have got.
computer. He didn't have a computer.
Well, he didn't, but
he couldn't
they
Google.
should like get a little up front
Right.
of this 10 million.
Yeah.
Get $1 million at least.
That would have been smart. Yeah, I would have liked to see Mahershala Ali end this movie him laughing, because I think his laugh was probably one of the best parts of this movie. He would laugh every time Zora did something cool in his eyes. Well, you just got that gun from that guy. He's got a great laugh. Give us the Mahershala Ali laugh, even though it should have been.
But it's a somber
Yeah.
tone, is what you're saying. Them heading out.
Yeah, because it was in Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah.
I would like to see one group of people be excited they survived this.
Holy shit! That was
We did it! But now everybody's like, we're never doing that again, which understandable.
Yeah.
Well,
Traumatic
But they're all
moments.
scarred. But
somebody
Traumatic.
should
They
be-
lost some friends.
Yeah.
they did lose some friends.
What about they're thinking of
did?
Leclerc? What do you mean?
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
Dalton could be sad.
The Delgado's got nothing to
They're pumped. They're leaving with a dino. How many private dino owners
You're right.
are there in the world at this
You're
point?
right. Xavier at least should have been. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Or at least having a smoke or something.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, favorite scene, Tass, or character or dinosaur from Rebirth.
Well, I'm a dad, so I got tied to the moment when Delgado said to his kid, after Bella survived in the raft, under the raft, he said to her, "Oh, you're being quiet. You don't want to talk right now. That's okay." She was internalizing. Okay, I mean, it happens. There was a writing and directing. The idea was, hey, some kids just don't talk. That hit home with me. There's some kids that are introverts, and then they show up and they know how to use the touchscreen at the end to survive and save everybody because they're engineer freaking geniuses.
They grew up with an iPhone in their hand,
Yeah,
or
I know.
a tablet
It's
in their
great.
hand.
Yeah,
That was
so
no
nice.
problem for her to unlock it. It's a good point.
Well, what do you mean? Oh, not a problem for her to unlock it. It's like unlock, press,
Oh yeah, she's smart.
and
She
then
knows what
the
she's doing.
lever. Okay.
The lever was part of it. Yeah.
You don't think
I'm not that
Xavier would have
impressed.
struggled with that somehow? He would have found
Xavier
a way.
definitely was not the man for that particular job.
Nope.
Not the man for that job.
I did think for a second, I thought for 1 second when they were trying to get through the gate, hey, take your shirt off. Yeah.
It was fun how the gate rose and they were worried, now we're going to get eaten, which was funny. Yeah, it is what it is.
A lot of concerns.
Yeah.
What about you, TK?
I like the water stuff. So when we finally meet the Delgados, they get flipped over by the Mosasaurus. The Spinosaurus come and scare them as well. I like that. It leads into the other crew going to try and rescue them, and then their encounter with the Mosasaurus as well. I'm just a big fan of this dino.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the whale dino.
Okay.
And all that stuff worked for me. I thought it was pretty suspenseful.
JD?
I'm with you. The water stuff, I would have been happy to stay in the water the entire movie, to be honest. The Spinosaurus, which I hated in Jurassic Park 3, worked really well for me. And just the idea of the Mosasaurus and the Spinosaurus working together, this
teamed up.
pack of deadly fish. I mean, I love Jaws. I love, Dead Calm, that kind of anything on the water I'm into. So yeah, the water stuff, and as you say, Trey, like just the spectacular. I mean, it was a bit SeaWorld-y and whale watchy with it coming out of the water. But when I have to admit that watching it on the big screen, I was just like, God damn, this is awesome. So I love the water stuff. The islands, I am so done with jungles and dinosaurs, and I don't care about.
I think that's why they do this. So
Right.
we've done the Jurassic Park movie where it's all in the sky, basically.
Yeah.
They're all airborne.
Yeah,
Now
and
we're in the water.
Totally. And I think they were like, everybody loves the Mosasaurus. We need a way to incorporate rather than just coming up and chomping somebody at the very beginning or the very end of a movie. Like, we need to incorporate it, which is hard to do, obviously. But the water stuff, I'm with Trey. It was the best part of this movie.
my favorite scene is definitely the raft scene when he the sleeping T-Rex starts chasing them. That was cool. That was fun. I didn't mind the opening of the movie either. Like as dumb as the candy bar part is, shutting everything down.
Yeah.
It didn't look cool, but it looked like Alien with all the red and the smoke and this crazy like mutated, scary looking dinosaur. So I didn't mind that part.
They
as
do
well.
the same scene in Godzilla, but they're with no Godzilla. It's a nuclear accident, and it's way more emotional. Like, Cranston kills it in this scene. So go back and watch that.
Okay.
It's a way better version of this.
Right.
Way better.
Any random notes or observations from our final movie here of the franchise?
Like I said earlier, a big movie for eating. Scarlett is chowing down a couple of times. We got the Snickers early on. I remember Xavier was eating M&Ms at one point. And of course we have the jump scare from the Altoids as well. I'm sure these are all the same candy conglomerate paying off for it. The InGen of real life, the candy companies coming up with new stuff all the time, new freaky candy bars. They got their money worth in this one.
When did Scarlett eat? I know she was eating she looked like she was eating from like a takeout packaging. It looked like Greg Anthony back when we worked at NBA TV. She just had, she was scooping. She was scooping, but you didn't see what she was eating.
That's in the same scene when it's a sin to kill a dinosaur was said. So it must be when they like, I guess it's when she's talking with Kincaid about their sad lives.
Yeah.
They're in the boat.
Yeah.
She's taking out whatever she's taking out. She just brought that on.
Yep.
The only real random note I have is, did you see the school bus in New York City? Crichton Middle School painted on the side.
Oh, really? Funny.
What a nice little nod there to the writer of these movies. Any other observations?
It bothered me that Mahershala Ali was made to wear a wool beret the entire movie. How hot would that have been? I know like it gives him a badass look, like a green beret or whatever, but even just hanging out in the bar, like it's hot, it's sweaty, like I would be dying. Like it's got no ventilation. It's a winter hat. A beret is a winter hat, guys. Why would you make him wear this hat the whole
Because
time?
it looks badass.
It does look
I think
badass.
so, but
It looks
I'm with you.
badass.
Like, why stop there? You got to be chomping on a cigar.
Yeah.
That's the look.
Yeah.
That's the badass look.
You're right.
Green beret.
Chomping
and
on a
cigar.
Yeah. Make them mercenaries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
My last note is I think this is when Xavier is saying, or Kincaid is saying, I don't want to die in the jungle. And they ask Henry how he wants to die, and he says he wants to die in shallow water so he'll be covered by silt because it's the easiest way to be turned into a fossil. I thought that was the craziest response you could possibly have to that question.
It is.
And they say to him, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, those crabs. Yeah.
That was the biggest laugh for me. And then he just goes into Dr. Ian Malcolm mode, saying like the scariest stuff that's possibly going to happen, including that humans rule the earth until they don't, and that 99.9% of species are extinct.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's scientifically true.
Yeah.
It sounds bad.
I was like, wow. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, wow, is that true? I was like, wow. I didn't care to look it up.
That sounds terrible. I heard in a movie once that 80% of dust is human skin cells, and I don't think that's true either. So I can't trust anything.
That's high.
Yeah. And if you do die in a shallow pool of water and are covered by silt, is it a guarantee you get to turn into a fossil? They have to leave you there forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say give it time, I think, but I don't know.
So how are they doing the ceremony?
I don't know. That stat you gave me about what'd you say? Dust being skin cell? That's like ruining Interstellar for me now. That's really gross.
Dust?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out how the people think about Jurassic World Rebirth. Rotten Tomatoes, 51% from the critics. Again, this was coming out this most recent summer here. This is our blockbuster, 2025, or one of them. So sort of split on that from the critics, 51%. Audience, 71%. So a little bit better. Not the best we've seen, of course, here in the franchise. But what do you think? Actually, I'll give you a few reviews before I get your take, guys. This one I read, going back to basics with rip-roaring set pieces and fossilized cliches. Jurassic World Rebirth doesn't evolve this prehistoric franchise, but it does restore some of its most reliable DNA. So that one's a bit of a positive one. But this one from Christy at RogerEbert.com. Quote, there are some sporadic joys here in the clever sight gags, the sleight of hand, the bait and switch. These moments remind us of the mindless summertime excitement the Jurassic movies have long provided, albeit with diminishing returns. But that giant footprint just isn't as imposing as it used to be. Tass, how you ranking Jurassic World Rebirth? Where are you slotting it in?
I'm slotting it in with just a bunch of other movies right in the 4 out of 10 grouping. I was just a little confused at sometimes. It felt kind of like Stranger Things to me. That being said, people weren't weirded enough about some of these creatures. I mean, sometimes that family, the Delgado family, was sitting in the water after going through some things, and there was literally like these dino/snakes like swimming around them. They didn't even move. They weren't scared. There wasn't that feeling. So that kind of, I do get the going back to some things. Definitely like the DNA. Sure, it exists. But after watching 7 movies, it doesn't feel the same way at all. Now, it might feel that way for people just seeing this for the first time and not having seen the first 6 movies, but that ain't me. So I wasn't that excited. It's a 4 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
So sort of near the bottom of your rankings for sure.
The group.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird to imagine seeing this movie as your first Jurassic Park. I mean, I'm sure there are people that are.
Absolutely. I've read reviews where they're like, I kind of like this. I've never seen any of them.
This was the first one I saw in a theater since probably Jurassic Park 3, because I definitely didn't see any of the world ones in the theater. So that definitely helps. I think for me, it's about a 4 out of 10 as well. I did like it better than Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. So I don't know. It ranks around there, and I will probably see the next one in theater whenever they come out with it, just because I don't know. Like, I enjoyed the theater experience, seeing these big old creatures out there. But like 4 out of 10 as a movie, though. In like the second hour of this, I started thinking of it as a parody. Like, if you were going to make a joke of a Jurassic Park movie, this is basically how you would do it, including things like the Altoid and how many times they play the score. They play the John Williams Joy theme probably 15 different times, and at the weirdest moment. Like, after we do a scientific experiment on a dinosaur, they're like, and it was like they're spamming it to the point where it becomes comical. They didn't go far enough for it to be a parody, but if they did, it would be like a 5-star, 10 out of 10 parody to me, because there are parts that are just so funny, like seeing the dinosaurs cuddling and loving each other, and then somebody takes out a giant dart gun and blasts it in their neck. I'm like, that would be funny if they were really playing it for laughs. They're not, so I come down as a 4 out of 10.
Okay. JD, how you feel about Rebirth?
I was a 4 when I had seen it in the movie theater. I was caught up in the spectacle of it. But watching it here in my home, seeing all of the flaws, all of the stupid stuff, with just me and the movie, it's a 2 for me. I don't know where that ranks for my other rankings, but it's low, obviously.
Yeah.
2 out of 10. Just a goddamn chore to watch this. I don't know. Maybe there's some fatigue happening as well with. The
I'm sure there's some
that's
dinosaur
definitely a part of
fatigue
it.
amongst the group. We've watched a lot of these in a pretty short span.
Yeah,
But this movie does suck.
it's 100%.
Like, you don't have to defend. Like, I think you said it, Trey. Like, I'm watching this going, well, when we were doing Fast Friends and we were watching all the crazy Fast and Furious, like, it gets insane, but it's like a parody of itself.
Yeah.
It's obviously like poking fun of itself. Now, Vin might be taking it seriously, but there is something to it. Like, you're laughing at it. You're like, this is ridiculous, but it's still fun. This movie lacks that. Like, this franchise lacks that. It's like, you should lean into that, I think, and really go crazy, silly, funny, whatever. Because I just was bored in this movie.
Totally.
Outside of a few set pieces, I was like, don't care about these people. This is sort of a dumb mission as it is.
Yeah.
And I just it's just boring. And it's
Yeah.
sort of a big why. Well, ultimately the why is people are going to go to the movie theater and it's still going to make $1 billion.
it's
I get
making
it,
money.
but do something, switch it up.
Totally.
Like, how many more times can we do this sort of premise too?
I know.
It's like,
Yeah.
so
It's
I'm low. I'm only debating is this the worst of the bunch or is it a little bit better than Dominion, which I had very low. It's it's right there. I guess I'll rank it just above Dominion. I'll go 3 out of 10. I had Dominion at 2 out of 10.
yeah.
But
I think
don't
it
like
is
this
better
movie.
than Dominion as well.
You do think it is?
Yeah, it's just ever so slightly. I mean, look, lose the family. Look, we're in a world where the dinosaurs are dying. You have discovered that if you get these 3 vials of blood, it will cure heart disease. Heart disease, the number one killer of people around the world. Every single government has said, you can't go to this island. I think every single government would be like, yeah, let's go get that shit. Let's put together a crack team of dinosaur hunters, fly in there and get this stuff. And it's a war movie. And the dinosaurs, they're dangerous. They're genetically modified. It's a monster movie and they're on the edge of extinction. So we got to go now. The clock is ticking. Let's get in there. And they're desperate. The dinosaurs are killing each other.
You've got 2 minutes. Go get them.
Yeah. Go get them. That's a more interesting movie to me. And I'm into that.
Right. So we basically have 2 routes we want to go with this franchise. What you're saying, which is interesting, but that's not a kid's movie.
That's not a
really
kid's
at all.
movie. It's not a kid's
Or
movie.
if we're going to stay with the kids theme of everything, get sillier, get poking fun of yourself. Just
Right.
go overboard with that.
Yeah.
And does anybody have a good idea for the next one that inevitably will be coming? What is there, in all honesty, what is there sort of left to do here?
That's a tough one.
Fake nature documentary. What's the T-Rex up to all day? Sometimes it's sleeping, rolling around. It'd be like a cute movie.
Okay, sure. Look,
Why not?
no bad ideas there. All right, so we are pretty low on this. I know we disagreed on some of them, but I will present just for one list here how I rank these 7 movies. And I know you guys had Jurassic Park at the top.
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was basically a perfect movie. So Jurassic Park, the original from '93, at the top of the list. I was a fan of Jurassic World. When they rebooted the whole thing, I thought it was pretty good. Then I have Jurassic Park 3. Then I got Fallen Kingdom. Then I got The Lost World, which is Jurassic Park 2. I was not high on that one. And then Rebirth and Dominion at the bottom of my list. So that's how I have it. Again, we don't all agree on the exact order. For the most part,
Pretty
we were in the
close.
general ballpark with some of these, but that's where I'm at with these. What an experience.
Yeah.
I'm
what an
definitely done
experience.
with dinosaurs for a while.
yeah.
though.
What about they will make another one?
Oh,
It, it won't be 2026 probably, but
No.
2027. You'll forget what it was like watching 7 of them in quick succession. You'll be in on the next one.
I will, because of Jurassic Pals and the camaraderie of us talking dino. Yeah, I will be in, and I'll probably go to the movie theater.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching the theater.
Yeah.
That's number one
because
bullet.
unlike you guys, I mean, I'll be honest. I think I only saw Jurassic Park the original in the movie theater. I don't think I saw anything after that in the theater. So yes, I will be there, Trey.
Excellent.
I don't know about opening night, but
No, see it a month after at noon. That's the
Yeah,
time. That's the time to see it when you get just only your reactions, nobody else reacting to anything, just pure.
okay. Do you think they'll stick with Scarlett Johansson and Ali? Like, you think so?
Yeah.
One of them.
Well, there's a reason they kept Mahershala alive, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
I guess.
bankable. Scarlett, yeah, of course, it was Scarlett Johansson. Yes, they will both be back.
Well, give them something to do at least
Yes.
next time, next movie.
Yeah, agreed.
Could have been anybody in these roles.
You're right.
Really? Like,
You're
they
right.
didn't do a lot, both of them. But all right, well, I guess we'll wait for a couple of years till our next Jurassic Pals. What's it going to be called?
Well, we just were reborn, so I don't know. Re-extinct. We're killing them all.
Oh, now we got to go kill them.
Yeah, how about that? Like
Wow.
a straight up poaching movie where you're trying to come back with as much dino scalps as you
Meat.
possibly can. Yeah.
All right.
Rolling Tembo's out there.
Yeah.
Clever girl. guys
Jurassic
out there.
World,
We're
Tembo style.
the Tembo tournament. No, I like it actually. It sounds good. That one sounds like a made-for-TV movie. I'd be in. My last note on Jurassic Pals, my father-in-law came to visit recently, and he shaves his face, and literally he uses Barbasol. And I saw a Barbasol can sitting in my house, didn't know it was there, and my heart skipped a beat like I was seeing a celebrity. I was like, oh, that's the Barbasol can. Tried unscrewing the bottom.
You did.
Doesn't work. I definitely tested it.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if you could even do this.
Wow.
No, it doesn't work smartly. But I've never been so excited to see shaving cream in my life.
You popped.
I was like, what? I thought it was a joke. Like, did Laura bring this and send it down here? No. People, it's still out there.
It's still out there, yeah.
Still out there.
I see it at the gym, all on the counter.
Yeah.
And I think,
Interesting.
has it been there for 30 years? I mean, people still use that?
Send us your Barbasol pics. I want to see your cream.
Jurassic World, Dwayne shaves. There we go. We got our next title. All right, let's call it there. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed Jurassic Pals, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. No dunks, obviously. We got the basketball content gearing up, coming quickly here as we get into October, right around the corner. So make sure you share the show. And let us know what, I guess, next movie franchise we should do. Maybe we'll have to set up a tournament or something like that. I know there's been votes for like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Twilight. It should be insane us talking about Twilight.
We need a mix of like action-y movies and more fantasy style movies. I think is a good idea.
Yeah.
We
And
can't
like,
do Marvel. Too many.
No,
Way too many. Way
too many. And we like the sort of dumber, sillier, the better for these. I feel like too. But let's hear from you. All right. Until the next Jurassic Pals, thanks for joining us. And remember, life finds a way.